They thought they were careful, untouchable, but one slip, one boast, one unguarded moment turned their perfect crimes into ironclad convictions. From hidden mix to chilling blogs, these are the 10 killers who accidentally confessed. And our number one case will leave even seasoned investigators speechless.
Dennis Rader killed my wife in 1986.
And then when I went back, Josephine had woke back up.
What did you do then?
And I took her to the basement and eventually hung her.
From careless conversations to brazen bragging, these confessions weren't coaxed, they were given. And what makes these cases truly unforgettable is how every slip-up became a damning piece of evidence. Here are the 10 most shocking self-incriminations in criminal history. Number 10. Cody Legebokoff, bragged in interrogation. Cody Legebokoff, Canada's youngest serial killer, initially seemed composed, insisting he was innocent. However, during hours of questioning, cracks began to form in his story. The turning point came when he casually mentioned details about a murder scene that were never disclosed to the public. One of these chilling specifics was the presence of a pipe wrench, a tool found near the victim. This slip wasn't just damning, it showcased his knowledge of the crime in a way only the perpetrator could explain. Detectives seized the moment, pressing him further until the layers of his fabricated alibi unraveled. Legebokoff's connection to the brutal murders of 4 women in British Columbia became undeniable. His misplaced confidence highlighted the arrogance often seen in serial offenders. Legebokoff believed he could outsmart the system, but instead, his arrogance became his downfall. The courtroom echoed with the horror of his crimes, with families mourning their loved ones and justice finally being served. His chilling smile during parts of his trial remains a haunting reminder of the cold brutality behind his actions. Number 9. Michael Rafferty, confessed to a cellmate. Michael Rafferty thought he was safe behind bars. Sharing a cell with someone he believed was another inmate, he began to recount the dark details of his crimes. He boasted about the abduction and murder of 8-year-old Tori Stafford, describing the crime in grotesque detail. What Rafferty didn't know was that his inmate friend was actually cooperating with authorities. The cellmate passed this information along, and investigators quickly acted on the confession. Rafferty's recounting included specifics about the kidnapping, the brutal attack, and the chilling aftermath, details never released to the public. These admissions were devastating and solidified his conviction. Rafferty's belief that he could talk freely about his crimes without consequences was his ultimate undoing. His arrogance added a layer of tragedy to an already horrific case. The public's outrage was palpable, with cries for justice amplifying as the details of his confession emerged. Number 8. Paul Bernardo, slipped in interrogation. Paul Bernardo, one half of Canada's most notorious criminal duo with Karla Homolka, thought he could manipulate investigators. His strategy was simple: shift the blame entirely onto Homolka, portraying her as the mastermind behind their heinous crimes. But during an intense interrogation, Bernardo tripped himself up. He mentioned a detail from the videotapes, evidence that had not yet been publicly revealed. The slip exposed his active participation in the crimes and destroyed his attempt to shift responsibility. Detectives knew they had him cornered and pushed harder, unraveling his carefully constructed lies. The tapes, combined with Bernardo's own words, painted a horrifying picture of the assaults and murders they committed. His attempt to rewrite the narrative backfired spectacularly, ensuring his place behind bars for life. Bernardo's actions, along with his chilling lack of remorse, continue to haunt Canadians to this day. Number 7. Richard Clinkhammer, murder mystery became real. When Richard Clinkhammer's wife disappeared, his story was one of heartbreak and confusion. He claimed she left without a trace, and for years, her case remained unsolved. But Clinkhammer's creative side betrayed him. He wrote a novel, a chilling piece of fiction that described in detail how to murder a spouse and dispose of the body. Years later, investigators discovered his wife's remains buried on a property he once owned. The method of her murder matched the exact scenario Clinkhammer described in his book. His attempt to capitalize on his fictional story became his downfall, and his smug confidence evaporated in the face of irrefutable evidence. The audacity of turning his crime into a potential bestseller shocked everyone, including seasoned detectives. It was a rare case where the killer's own imagination became the key to their undoing. Readers of his book, unaware of the dark truth behind its pages, found themselves horrified as the reality of his crime came to light. Number 6. Gary Ridgeway, the Green River Killer. Ridgeway initially denied involvement, but inadvertently confessed through polygraph-related statements and specific crime scene details that weren't public. During an early interview, he casually mentioned a body disposal method unique to the case, helping convict him in 2003 for 49 murders, ultimately confessing to 71-plus victims.
You took the lives of 48 women. You snuffed them out. More than 48 women.
71, yes.
Right. You killed them all, Ridgeway. You killed them all.
Number 5. Dennis Rader, BTK Killer.
I broke into the house and waited for her to come home.
Rader sent a taunting floppy disk to police in 2005, not realizing metadata linked it to his church's computer, where he served as president. This digital slip revealed Dennis and his congregation, giving investigators the confirmation they needed and leading to his arrest shortly after. Number 4. Joseph Naso, got too comfortable. Joseph Naso appeared to be an ordinary photographer, but his seemingly mundane life hid a sinister pattern. Linked to the murders of women with matching initials, Naso had a chilling modus operandi that baffled investigators for years. However, his arrogance and overconfidence would eventually seal his fate. During a police-monitored interview, Naso began talking about burial sites with eerie precision. What he didn't realize was that every word was being recorded. As he described locations and specific details of the murders, investigators recognized that his knowledge matched undisclosed evidence from multiple crime scenes. His casual tone, almost as if discussing routine matters, made the revelations even more unsettling. The details Naso provided not only confirmed his involvement, but also revealed his callous nature. He viewed his victims as little more than objects, a sentiment that came through in his nonchalant descriptions. For detectives, the recordings were a goldmine of evidence, tying Naso directly to the scenes and leading to his conviction. His case is a chilling reminder of how criminals' egos often lead them to make fatal mistakes. Number 3. Jason Bone, voicemail murder confession. Jason Bone's relationship with his girlfriend was fraught with tension and escalating violence. One fateful day, during a heated domestic argument, his rage boiled over, leading to her tragic murder. In the chaos of the moment, Bone inadvertently left a voicemail on her phone.
5 seconds, I'm going to let you up, and you need to answer quickly or we're on your side.
A recording that would later serve as the most damning evidence against him. The voicemail captured the horrific reality of the attack, her desperate screams, his chilling threats, and ultimately, the moments leading to her death. This audio, raw and unfiltered, became a powerful piece of evidence during the trial. When played in court, it left jurors and spectators shaken, painting a vivid picture of Bone's brutality. Bone's failure to realize he had recorded the attack demonstrated the recklessness of his actions. While his legal defense tried to downplay the recording, its impact was undeniable. It provided an unambiguous account of the crime, ensuring his conviction. The voicemail was not just evidence, it was a haunting reminder of the final moments of his victim's life, echoing long after the trial concluded. Number 2. Robert Durst, the bathroom mic moment. In the annals of true crime, few moments are as chilling or surreal as Robert Durst's slip-up during the filming of HBO's The Jinx. As Durst stepped away from an interview and into the bathroom, he unknowingly carried with him a live microphone. What came next shocked not just the production team, but also millions of viewers worldwide. Caught up in the pressure of the documentary's revelations, Durst began whispering to himself, "Killed them all, of course." Those 6 words, said in a seemingly unguarded moment, would become a turning point in the investigation into Susan Berman's murder. While some question whether it was a genuine confession or a moment of bizarre self-talk, the tape reignited interest in Durst's long, suspicious history. Authorities took the recording seriously, using it as grounds to arrest Durst on charges of murder. What makes this case even more haunting is the timing. Durst likely believed he had outsmarted everyone for decades, only to be undone by a moment of carelessness. His bathroom monologue exposed more than his crimes. It revealed a chilling detachment and lack of remorse. For viewers, the moment became an unforgettable piece of true crime history, as the man who had dodged justice for years appeared to confess to his darkest deeds. Durst's case serves as a reminder that even the most cunning criminals can be their own worst enemies. The story of his bathroom mic moment will remain a haunting testament to how arrogance and complacency can lead to a criminal's downfall. Number 1. Edmund Kemper, personal phone confession. Before his killing spree was fully known, Kemper made an offhand call to a detective about an unrelated matter.
He made comments to Jim Connor on the telephone that he had killed all of the co-eds too.
During the call, he described using similar methods to dump bodies, matching details of unsolved murders at the time. The detective flagged it, and the match on ritualistic dismemberment tied him to 2 additional victims, making it one of the eeriest accidental confessions ever documented. Here's the twist: none of these confessions were forced. These killers brought themselves down through arrogance, guilt, or pure recklessness. Their words turned into the evidence that sealed their fates, proving that sometimes silence is the deadliest weapon. If these shocking confessions left you stunned, wait until you hear the case of Shanquella Robinson, a story of betrayal, viral outrage, and a chilling mystery unraveled by a single video. Watch it now, and don't forget to subscribe. These killers spoke. Now it's your turn to share.